And with that,
that is the intro of the stream.
hello.
That is the intro of the stream.
I'm farming the land.
Yeah, hello everyone and welcome. This is
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Global Hub Wrestling F1 2018 F1 Round 11. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I may as well do the introduction, considering Volvo has lost it over his brother there.
Wait,
And welcome. This is the final round. Montana already wrapping up the championship. There's plenty of reserves filling in for tonight. It's a bit more of a fun, let your hair down sort of race here tonight, really. Even though it's not. Even though it's not. And just to point out, Glock or Toxic, you've got to move out of Mercedes to replace with Kazizzle. And old Jake or Stephen, please get out of McLaren so Valtteri can have that. Otherwise, I think everyone else is fine.
indeed.
I think everyone else is fine. It means somebody is going to have to get the one Plum Williams.
It's fine.
Toxic just moving into... right, Valtteri's got his McLaren. And... who else was it? Kazizzle can now move in... He can't move into Mercedes because Glock and Toxic have thingy. As I get tagged in an activity, I'm going to have a look at this on my PSN app.
Ah!
Well, we can't take it seriously with Volvo Junior in the background. Goodness me. What does this mean?
I don't know. If that's a good idea.
PTRL. Oh, this is one of our new drivers that's just tagged me into something about his performance from one of his leagues, which I've been having a look at. And some people may have seen the announcement on Twitter, on my Twitter. Somebody has left. Somebody has left. The announcement on my Twitter is that I have become TTG Academy manager on F1 moving forward.
Yeah, you can't let them get away.
I hope the people that signed up and didn't race won't be in this league next season. Montana, trust me, anybody with 80% or less commitment within the sign-ups form will be placed as reserves and will more than likely not be racing. I've seen Onyx Mer join. Onyx Mer is in here. Good to see him here.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, anybody with 80% or less than attendance, I would rather give seats out to full-time drivers who can make it on a regular basis every single week, week in, week out, rather than have those drivers that can attend 11 out of the 21 races. That's what I would have in preference. I think we've got to, because the level of attendances this season, especially I would say from an F4 perspective, has not been that great.
F4 and F1. I think F2 and F3 has been alright.
Yeah, F4 and F1. But I think, again, that comes down to the amount of mid-pack drivers I think we've had in F2 and F3. That's why it's been regularly attended. And obviously clashes with other leagues as well, which we are going to be changing. We are hopefully going to be avoiding Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays in the schedule. That is to be confirmed, though. It's not an assurance, but I'm wanting to try and move it to mid-week. So, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, ideally.
Of course.
Oh, and there's plenty more announcements to come at the end of this stream, actually. But I've got a lot to get through.
Yeah. Well, in that case, everyone's here, so I think we can
we
start.
can go. We can go. And if you do hear me complaining, by the way, in commentary, it is my arm that is aching, not anything else.
Oh.
I have been to a food and drink festival today, and my arms were getting pulled off because of how much I've actually bought. So I'm not used to it. When are the sign-ups for F1 2019? They were going to get released tomorrow after F4. There's been a slight hiccup. We're going to be releasing Monday morning sign-ups. Monday morning sign-ups. Just to back up on that. We get going into qualifying, and Toxic coming in saying that would be good because then drivers have the weekends to relax and practice. Exactly, that is what we're thinking of. We're thinking of the drivers first. drivers first. And
Yeah.
I've just had a confirmation actually from Geronimo through on my end that he is willing to race on F1 2019 and be a part of our No Assist League.
I want you
Yeah.
to fumble the land with me.
It's quite divisive, and I don't think it's thingy, but what I'm going to try and provide is 3 different leagues, essentially. We're going to have
Gosh.
no assists, we're going to have restricted assists, and we're going to have all assists. I think it's key that we divide up the categories, 3 categories, and essentially 3 different entities, if you like, 3 different leagues. But they're all still going to be run under GHR, obviously. And for all assists, that would be an academy league, just to point out. So anybody that uses all assists.
Uh-oh. It's a bit of lag.
A full grid for F1. I never thought I'd see the day.
There's a bit of lag coming through your end, but
Oh, is there? Oh no. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because I got my iPad right next to me.
oh.
Not looking forward. Not looking forward to turn 3 today. Storm says dry. I missed that. Are the rest days changing? Probably. I can't give a definitive answer on that. I would say about 60-40 quite likely, I think, for it to change F1 2019. Hopefully, as I say, midweek racing is what we're...
Will you help me farm the land? No! Can you help me farm the land?
Yeah, I've just muted everyone else. So,
I got a bit of land which I need you to farm.
I mean,
There we
like
go.
fish, apparently. I think so does everyone in this comment section, but... Plenty of people out on track. Montana and Geronimo, first 2 out on track. And of course, if you are one of those drivers that have not sent me a message regarding your interest in signing up for F1 2019, please do so either during the qualifying session here, when you're in the pits, more than happy to, or
Yeah.
after the race, because I need to see who is going to be signing up for next season and then compare that against the sign-up form, which will be released on Monday. My PS4 decides to go like the clappers now. In behind.
oh, yeah, your voice is kind of strange at the moment, but I don't know how it's. I don't know how it's sounding on stream, so.
What about that?
Someone could let
What about
us
that?
know. Yeah, I can hear you. It's
my,
just yeah, the quality's lower for some reason.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
is that any better?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you and all. It's just sounds different. I don't know if people
Yeah,
in the
Montana.
comments can tell us, but yeah.
Montana starting lap. In the Williams. Of course, already F1 champion coming in tonight. I know we are disappointing you. We haven't got a championship battle for you tonight, which is a shame. But there is a very interesting battle going on for second, actually, in the championship battle. I think 3 or 4 drivers can still get second mathematically. Pretty sure. As long as the standings have been put up, I'll have a check of that in a minute. But Montana on a lap running down the straight. Oh, my mouth is getting dry. Running down the straight. Montana coming towards the second chicane. Of course, Abu Dhabi, I think the final sector around here is a much difficult final sector than actually meets the eye. And obviously it is going to be quite different in the F1 cars. And I do believe, if anybody can confirm this from the beta, I do believe F2 cars are already in multiplayer on F1, the 2018 version. Somebody has got the beta and can confirm that in the comments. That would be fantastic. So we can get organised in the academy. That way. That's all I'm thinking. But Montana in the final sector, looking good this lap.
Of course, to be expected from
the grandstand section. Fourth man, and of course, Montana looking likely that he's going to be signing up. In fact, I think he confirmed last night that he will be signing up for the new season. Montana around the final corner. It's going to be a 33 to begin off with. It's a 33.5. Not bad. Not
bad
a bad
at all.
lap at all.
Who else is
Geronimo
on the
goes
lap?
back 2 seconds. Yeah, Geronimo goes 2 seconds slow on a set of supers there.
Joe
Who
Stephen
else is on the
Hornsey.
lap?
Come on, Stephen. Come on, Stephen.
Stephen, yeah. Storm's about 8 seconds ahead of him out on track if you want to come on board.
Okay,
Glock,
right.
I think, is ahead. I think it's either Glock or Valtteri that's ahead. Yeah, it's Glock that's ahead of Storm out on track. Watch out, please. Hammer's gone third, set of Ultras. Nice lap that, 35.2. Sealer has gone second, by the way, to CPI. Of course, hopefully his comments have been noted. Storm has started to come into the pit.
Oh.
Ridiculous.
Come on, Stephen.
Oh no.
Through the final corner. Stephen. Is he going to go pole?
I think this is invalidated. Oh no, it's not.
Oh,
Because this is on the lap on a set of supers, running very wide, coming through the grandstand section there, and a snap of oversteer, nearly putting them into the wall there. Looking like a 35 for Shooter here. This is all in the final corner. This is looking good. 35-1. Good ahead of Hammers actually on a set of Ultras. Not bad that.
Yeah, Jake says leave the party and join again to fix whatever's happening. Apparently.
Oh, can people not hear me? Oh.
I don't know.
Right,
well, that's,
I'll do that now.
yeah. Try and see if that fixes it. Hopefully it does. But yeah, it was sounding a bit strange on my end.
In a matter of moments.
Oh, that's excellent now. That's much better quality.
Much better, yeah. It's my connection. I think it's probably because I had my iPad on airplane mode. I've got it on airplane mode now, so we're fine. Hopefully we're fine.
We're flying now. So too is
fantastic. The name on the lap, by the way, the Irishman, was F2 runner-up last night, of course. The enemy winning. I hate to spoil anyone's party if they haven't seen the F2 race. Deneen looking good. He's going to go fourth, I think, with this, and just in behind Glock. Just in behind Glock. And I've got to say, the move that Glock pulled off last night, I think it was at the hairpin at turn 6. What a move. What a move. Just watch that. Just watch that move. Just go back on the stream, it's near the end, and just watch that move, because he literally creamed it down the inside, Danny Rick-esque at the hairpin, and it was so beautifully judged. I think it's probably one of the overtakes of the season, if I've got to be honest.
Oh, is that when he had hypersofts at the end?
Yes.
And he was charged. Oh,
yeah. Granted that he was on hypers, and I think Deneen was on supers at that point, but still, you can't put away from a good move like that. It really was top-notch stuff. And of course, actually, because I'm now TTG Academy Manager, hopefully there is a lot of congratulations, by the way, coming in the comment section. But I am, of course, on the lookout for the next best thing, whether that be in this lobby or in the on the new game. So I think there's 2 spaces that need filling in Academy at the minute, so I'm looking for 2 drivers at this stage. But do not contact me, I will be in contact with you. So just to clarify that. Even though I do like drivers approaching me, but
yeah.
You've got to be the right sort of driver I'm looking for. It's a similar mold to what I'm looking for in GHR. They've got to be clean, they've got to be competitive, and they've got to have an eye for improvement and an eye for being talented.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what simple qualities.
Oh,
GHR Rally. That is comments leaving the session. Not sure what is up there.
Oh, Stephen.
Hopefully that is just the connection.
Oh, wow.
I came on board with them there.
What
I came on board with them there at the same point.
Oh my.
It gets out of the way of the Renault in behind. That's Matthias, by the way. He's just on a cool down lap. He's going to be coming into the pits. But Montana on top, see that second, Glock in third. The only 3 really that have impacted on the times on a set of hypers. Everyone else, Valtteri supers, Matthias supers, Deneen on hypers, Cazizal on supers. Top 7, quite mixed. Everyone opting to go more like soft compound of running, really, I think. Storm's on lap, by the way, coming towards grandstand.
Oh, I was just watching Onyx, I don't know... No, this is not a good lap, is it? 28.
Onyx? Yeah, he's invalidated, he's coming in the pit.
Oh.
Yeah, Storm is just behind him out on track, actually. Through the final 2 corners goes Storm.
Oh, Storm.
It's going to be in around Iron Betterez, old Jake sort of area. Oh, it's an invalidated lap, 36.4 in the end. That would have been Mads on a lap coming across the line, goes 9th on a set of Ultras, 35.3. Not bad, very close actually, that mid-pack. Deneen all the way down to Geronimo, separated by less than 0.6 of a second. In fact, I'll make that as 5.5 of a second between Deneen and OJ at this stage.
And OJ?
Not OJ, Geronimo. Deneen and Geronimo, yes, separated by 5.5. I don't know what, I was looking at OJ when I said that, so, yeah. Montana, just preparing for lap. See, that's just preparing for lap as well ahead.
Yeah, we'll have a look at him. Where is he?
Hammer's not on lap.
Silas. Oh, he's second. Yeah, Unseen with a interesting comment here, because he's noticed that medium pilot apparently isn't racing, which means Valtteri has secured P2 in the championship.
So medium. So he was the one that left then. That's a good spot. I didn't know who left actually, so that's a good spot there by Unseen. Very good spot. So not sure what happened with medium pilot. Maybe a connection issue.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah. He's probably thought, oh, not these F2 and F3 drivers coming in again. See that's on the lap though. 56.7 through the middle. Not bad. This is looking quick. He is attacking this. He's attacking a bit too much though. And just when the camera cuts away from him, he's going that quick. The Dane, who has been causing a bit of controversy in the Discord in the steward's office. Hopefully he has took my comments on board and we don't want to see any foul language going forward onto the new game, of course. Discord is having an overhaul, by the way. We are going to be implementing new chats. There's going to be new chats for every league, and there's going to be new chats for rules and regulations in there as well. So people can actually access the rules and regulations.
Fantastic.
I can't believe it. I know. I can't believe it. Even the comment section of that surprise. Rally, by the way, joining at the bottom. His name has disappeared on my screen. Who is on the lap? I'm struggling to pick up on somebody that's on the lap. Toxic just preparing for one. Geronimo, I think, is invalidated. Or Stephen is invalidated. Postman's on the lap through the final sector.
And Montana saying
19 at the minute.
That his lap was destroyed by Damiano. Once again.
Oh Damiano getting a few, yeah, Damiano have been getting a lot of complaints in the last couple of weeks, and I'm definitely going to be factoring in those complaints if he does decide to sign up for F1 2019, because obviously we want to have the best possible drivers in the best possible tiers. Postman, by the way, across the line goes 5th, 34.6 on a set of Ultras, only 100th off Valtteri, 1700th off. Deneen goes 4th now on a set of Hypers. F2 runner-up, of course.
Yeah.
For Livid Racing, and of course, no, Livid Motorsport, I think they're now called on Twitter. And if I've got to be honest, Deneen is probably one of the best drivers that they've got in the team, even though he's apparently academy quality. I can see where they're coming from. They've got some quick guys in there, but no, I think I'm having a bit of a salty side coming out here with me now being academy manager. Oh dear me. Matthias, by the way, interesting fact that I just come on board with them. It would have been a 34.1 to go 3rd, however, it was invalidated. 34.1 would have put him 3rd. Damiano, by the way, 34.4 goes 4th. I'm just going to have a look on board with the comment section. Hopefully yeah,
there's something going on with Geronimo and Toxic. Apparently another hold-up.
Well, space is premium around this track. Space is at a premium around this track, so they've got to be making sure that they get enough space out on track. F1 2019 multiplayer live stream. 7's A-League is streaming F1 2019 multiplayer. And I've got to say, I've seen the multiplayer, it looks good. It looks good.
Fantastic.
Not quite calling, but looks good.
OJ
Damiano just chilled on the flipping racing line in the last slow section, so thinking, how is Damiano not banned yet? Yeah.
Oh, Kazizzle! Cutting the corner. Dun dun dun.
All public league setups have to use the multiplayer desync cars with custom livery. For F2 cars are only available in private league setups, and the official cars aren't usable in public leagues as well. We're going to be, all of our leagues that are set up will be private. They will be private. We're not going to be making them public. Everyone will have an access code to the league. I think it's going to be a shared access code, what I gather from that. So everyone will have their own access, and once you get the invite, everyone, it's so much easier, it's so much better organised, I think, doing it this way. So everyone will have a private access code. They'll get invited to their respective leagues, judging by the placements. There is a yellow flag in Sector 3.
Someone backing off, don't worry.
Somebody backing off. Was that a Red Bull going in the pits?
Yes.
Cameras, no.
Or starting a lap.
Damiano maybe. Storming a lap. Storming a lap, looking good. Final corner in the Force India.
Where is he? Oh,
going to be going around Hammer sort of area. Yeah, ahead of Kazizzle. Not bad, that part. 35.1. Montana says, "What the fuck?" in the comments. Oh, I thought there was a glitch pit lane or something there. How many F4 drivers will be attending? We'll have a look at the attendance after tonight. But we should be having around 10, 11 drivers, I would imagine, from recent weeks' attendances. And that may include 1 or 2 new drivers that may get a chance to race.
Oh. How was he?
Including Aphrodite, who's Ren's in the comment section. So he's going to be one of our new names. Good luck, Raleigh, and I am better, says Packer.
What was that blocking there? Who was that?
Why?
Oh, Stephen and Geronimo, perhaps? I just caught that.
Where?
No, it's gone now. I just briefly caught. Oh, Stephen blocking Geronimo, perhaps. I think.
Oh, Stephen's got Geronimo. Looked like he had front wing damage running wide there.
Yeah, he was getting really close to the back.
Yeah, not improving, so that might be something. Might just picked on something good there. Yeah, old Stephen 14.5 seconds down the lap. Quite concerning. Geronimo was up on that lap by 5/10. So if he has deemed to ruin the lap there, or in a Red Bull...
Yeah, Geronimo confirming that.
Damiano, that is, retiring.
Yeah, Geronimo's just put in what is O Stephen doing. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you were right. So good spot there. I didn't see that, so I can't really comment. Valtteri Silas looking quite confident though with their second and third. I wouldn't be so confident at this stage. I would not be so confident. Yeah. Montana, by the way, just prepping up for final lap. Just thought I'd mention. And Glock is in the first sector. 16.9 through the first sector there by Glock. Rocco and Deneen in the same team tonight in the Ferrari. And just, Rocco going slow ahead of Deneen. Could be holding them up here. But they're both on that lap, so that's okay.
Oh, Geronimo gets past. As well. Geronimo overtakes O Stephen.
Right, I'm going to have a focus on Montana. See how he's getting on. No, in fact, I'm going to go on board with Glock.
Oh, he's got past. Oh.
Right, I'm going to have a tune into the multiplayer live stream as well, because I really want to have a look at this.
Oh, and who else? Is that Kazizzle cutting the corner again? Oh no, it's not. It's his teammate this time. Yeah, you can do that. Are you sure?
Yeah, you can do that without getting an invalidation. It is one of the most ridiculous things I've probably seen. I saw Vienmi do it last night, right at the start of qualifying. Was it at the second chicane by any chance? Exit of the first back straight?
No, it's the hotel section.
Oh. Oh wow. Glock around the final corner. Kazizzle goes second with his lap. Glock looking good here. Glock comes across the line, improves slightly, 800th, and kills Geronimo. Quite literally. Montana on a lap. Is he improving? 33.5 he is. This could be a 32.9. Montana coming around the final corner. Oh, just shy of a 32.9 at the 33. Flat from Montana. Great lap. Really good lap. Onyx Mirror not improving. Bossman might be. Deneen might be. Matthias is definitely not. Matthias,
Rocco?
and well done to him, by the way. He signed for Sidemax Motorworks.
Rocco goes
For GT
9th.
Sport and F1. I think Deneen improved slightly, 700. Rocco goes 9th. Good spot. Bossman then, the only one that is out on track at this stage. Matthias just needs to retire into pits. Bossman looking good here. Bossman could be on for 4th, I think, with this lap. Comes across the line, he's going to be 2nd. 33.5. Good lap by Bossman, puts it in when needs be, and do you know what? Bossman could be one of those drivers that is exactly who I'm looking for TPG Academy. I'm not giving anything away there at all.
Oh dear. Oh, Stephen saying, what are you doing, Geronimo? Oh, Stephen, that was your fault. You clearly held him up. So
why don't we just say, for the benefit of everyone, it was both their faults?
Yeah. So I think more oh Stephen than Geronimo.
Just to cut out the argument there in the comment section. Montana on top then from Bossman and 2nd on the front row. Kazizel and Valtteri 3rd and 4th. Going to be a very interesting race, I think, between the top 5 here. See, that's in 5th. Glock in 6th, Damiano, Onyx Mirror in 8th, watch out for him on a set of Ultras, Rocco and Denis 9th and 10th, Matthias on a set of Supers, he'll get a qualifying whatever he wants, Rally, Storm, Hamres, Iron Better Rares, Mads, Toxic, Geronimo, Jake and Stephen, 5.5 seconds off the pace, old Stephen at the bottom there. Unbelievable. And F1 2019 multiplayer livestream, looking really good actually. I love the new interface that's on the game. I'm watching this live and it looks really nice. It looks really good. As we now get into qualifying? The race. We now get into the race here in Abu Dhabi. Of course, we are expecting everyone out on track, that includes F2, F3 and F4 drivers, to respect each other and to drive as clean, as competitive as possible. Please do as you're told, because we don't want to be giving out any penalties on the new game. But looking at the multiplayer on this live stream that I'm looking at, back to this, it's all members of SAL by the look. SAL have been a German 7A's League. Anybody has heard of that? Most of their members have received an early copy of F1 2019. How dare they? They're just about to do Australia, and I've got to say, most of the formatting looks okay. And I think this is just a normal ranked lobby, non-ranked lobby that they are doing. Montana already disqualified from the formation map. Not sure what happened there. Mr. Montana. But I'm going to go back on the stream comments. Let's have a look. Montana 1st, Onyx 2nd, Bossman 3rd, says O'Sheen in the comments section. Which of course is, I think that's quite a fair prediction, to be honest. It's similar to what I was going to go with, to be honest. I am going to go Montana for the win. He has to go out in style. I'm going to say Valtteri 2nd and Onyx 3rd. Watch out for Hamres down in 14th. Watch out for Hamres. I believe that Hamres will certainly be doing a good job there from 14th place on the grid. Just to go through the tyre strategies. See you on the Supers. Storm Hamres included there on the Supers. Mads and Toxic being the other two. Everyone else is on the Ultras. That is Matthias, Rally, I'm Better Rares, Geronimo, Old Jake and Old Stephen, all on a set of Ultra Softs. The rest, of course, being on a set of Super Softs. And of course, the top 10 qualifying on the tyres that they started on. So, put down in the comments a one to watch out for in this race. I definitely think Hamres is a one to watch out for, and I definitely think on the back, if he has a really good race, I think Toxic could be one to watch out for LK, of course. And of course, with Thingy being with us signing the partnership with LK, moving on to the new game, then that should be something really grand indeed. We hope to have that finalised in the next couple of days, but 5 red lights are about to go out here in Abu Dhabi. The final race of the season here in F1, the Abu Dhabi season finale is eventually lights out and away we go, and a good start there by Boseman trying to cut across on Montana. Boseman has got the inside line down into turn 1, but Montana easily gets it round. Onyx Moore making up ground, and there's been a bit of contact between him and Glock. Damiano forced out wide there for 6th and 7th. The 3 wide going to turn 2, and that is why you don't go 3 wide through turn 2. Onyx Moore has been spun by Glock. Not honestly sure what happened there. The top 5 though in the meantime, the mid pack is just looking like an absolute clusterfuck at this stage. Out in track of the middle. Montana leads, Boseman 2nd, Kazizzle 3rd, Valtteri 4th, and Glock again. Glock and Damiano involved in the collision. Coming off the hairpin, I think, to be honest, that might have been Damiano's fault if he had a slow exit out of the corner. Very close racing here. The mid-pack just looking all a bit too scrappy. Matthias tries to go down the inside of Iron Betterez. That's Geronimo going down the inside of Iron Betterez, trying to get the better run off the corner for 9th and 10th. Running down. I think we might have a bit of a desync with Boseman, perhaps. I can't see his interval times at this stage on my screen.
7/10.
Hopefully that fixes itself. 7/10. I can't see that on my screen, unfortunately. So Onyx Moore Glock really caught up in a bit of contact early on. The mid-pack being held up by Iron Betterez at this stage. But out in front, Montana leads from Boseman in 2nd, Kazizzle in 3rd, Valtteri 4th, Silas in 5th. Deneen and Rocco up positions early as well. Now 4 and 2 respectively as Onyx Moore rally.
Oh, you can't try and move there. Oh my gosh, Geronimo. Oh, and there's Toxic in the background weaving. He can't
Toxic
find any
is just,
space.
yeah, Toxic looks really annoyed in the background. He's got, oh, Iron Betterez.
Oh.
That's a bit of a dangerous rejoin there. Goodness me. Goodness me.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've got a major desync or something going on because Boseman is 23 seconds behind Montana on my screen.
No, it's 1.2
That is just ridiculous. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to quit up the lobby. You can take over from here. I'm going to quit the lobby and then come back in.
Okay.
It's literally a 2-second job.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, he is 1.3 seconds behind Boseman, but a couple of moves being made there into the first chicane that have been successful actually. Mr. Rally's dropped down. So is I'm Betterez. Hammer's on the attack here down the inside. Into the second chicane now. He's alongside him. Can he get the move done? A bit of contact, but oh, he's gonna hang on in there. No, he isn't. He's backed off.
I've got to restart the application.
And his teammate now is on. Oh dear,
Yeah,
oh dear.
what's going on this thing?
Silas has got past Valtteri. Up ahead, Onyx has got past Mr. Rally, who's dropped 2 positions. Across the grass he goes. Oh my gosh!
What on earth has happened there?
Oh no! What a... Oh no. Oh Storm, what a crash that was. What a horrific accident that is. No, I'm not gonna...
Oh, that's Iron Betterez just pointing off thingy. You can't go too wide through there, I'm afraid. I am back into the lobby. I have just seen that on the stream. And to call Glock, to be honest, idiots, absolute clowns. Pretty much, I would say some of the mid-pack, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should honestly be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah.
If you want to come in and try and mess up this F1 race, then you've got another thing coming, because I don't want dirty drivers in this league.
Yeah, Stephen
and that's the fact of the matter. I'm sorry, but I'm actually pissed off. I'm Betterez, Damiano, especially, have been very dirty in this race so far. If I was them, I'd give up and quit now before it gets worse. I'm sorry.
Properly, one or the other. Deneen around the outside, trying to get the inside line here, but he's backed off there.
Matthias gets past. Good move.
But he's had a bit of a wobble. So who knows
yeah,
if DRS...
Rocco's ahead of him. Rocco, I think, could try and get Deneen here, to be honest, to come back at Matthias. You see the cut weight, and in fact, Deneen is trying this. Oh, there's a bit of contact, and Matthias holds him off. I think Deneen was just going a little bit too aggressively into that section, and Matthias every right to hold on to the corner.
Oh, this has gone wide.
No.
Oh, what a move!
Wide.
What a move that was. Round the outside.
I didn't
into
see
the
that.
hotel section.
I didn't see that. Onyx Mer gone past Hamres for 12th, and they'll sadly two A-League drivers A-League drivers, two F1 drivers. That's how they have been caught up in that mid-pack mess. I'd just like to say that my interval time is now fixed. 2.7 seconds. Montana out in front from Boltzmann. Silas third. Kazissel fourth. Rocco in fifth. Matthias in sixth. Looking to hunt him down in sixth place at this stage. 5/10. Just gets on close to the curb very slightly there. Kazissel is trying to attack Silas in the foreground shot as well. Geronimo on the back of Deneen. Very close racing. Geronimo, I think, having two... Oh, and I think he's just outdone Deneen.
Yeah.
He's just outdone Deneen into the chicane. I think Deneen must have made some sort of mistake on the hypersofts. Geronimo now through, and he's up to 7th place. Good awareness there. Is he going to try down the inside on Sela? Oh! Very close contact. Matthias is down the inside. He's on the outside line now of Rocco. They give each other room. Rocco comes across, gets caught on the curb slightly there. Fair racing, I've got to say. Fair racing, I've got to say that. Kazissel ran the outside of Silas down into the braking zone at the end of the second sector, and Silas hangs on really nicely there. Good move. Right, Silas, clearly taking my words, I think, on board with him from the steward's office in Discord. So looking good. Silas in third. Doing CPI proud tonight as Kazissel tries to bomb it down his inside, but not quite. Matthias not having a goal on thingy 12. Deneen was looking quite close to Geronimo there in the background as well. But really, it's all developed up into a bit of a two-way battle for the lead. Montana Boltzmann. Valtteri is pitted already. He's on the back of old Steven. I don't want to be. I wouldn't like to be him at this stage, being on the back of old Steven. But,
yeah, I don't know what happened to Glock there. Suddenly slow for some reason.
Yeah, Storm on the back of Damiano, actually. Right on the back of him. And in fact, I think Glock might be just trying to watch this battle, because he's got Damiano ahead. Storm is ahead as well. I think he's going to be watching what Damiano does here, and the actions that may follow. Valtteri, by the way, has got old Steven, bombed it down the inside of turn 1, ran a little bit off track, but Valtteri's up to 14.
Excellent stuff. And Jake, what's happened?
Has creamed it around the outside of Toxic. That was at the hairpin. Good move. Kazissel down the inside on Silas. Silas hangs on, but Kazissel will have the better run. Silas just getting the better run off the corner though. I'm hanging on in there for now, but Silas and Kazissel 2/10 up this stage. Rocco right on the back of Matthias as well. That's one position. Kazissel down the inside on Silas. Great move that is if he can pull it off. Silas losing control of the car. Good recovery, but Kazissel's through. He's up to 3rd. Good stuff. And Rocco came back at Matthias, really having a good battle there. Up into 5th. Rocco back in front of Matthias there. Geronimo now ahead of Deneen, who loses control of the car a little bit there. Oh, Jake, Onyx Mer is making his way through the field. Toxic as well, Hamres. And I think, is Onyx Mer going to try and dive it down the inside on old Jake? Cuts across him. No. And there's a better contact. If I was old Jake, I'd be giving up that position. And Onyx Mer gets it done around the outside. But why is old Jake coming down the inside there? I mean, come on. Show some respect to your adversaries. That's what I'm going to say. Show some respect, man. Literally. Going side by side through the final corner. Onyx Mer is now through. He's up to 9th place. He should begin to pull away. But old Jake, I think with his reckless nature, dives it up the inside, pushes Onyx Mer off track. I'm sorry. Really? Is this the sort of level of driving we're going to have tonight? I mean, come on. We may as well get rid of maybe even half the field at this stage.
Oh.
That's just...
Oh, we're getting back. Oh, look, there we go. He should have waited until DRS down the straight.
No, he forced him into a mistake, and look at that. Oh, Jake just parks it on the apex of the corner. That's ridiculous. Onyx Mer, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually comes across. Where the hell's Toxic came from? Where the hell has Toxic came from? Jesus Christ! He's down the inside of Onyx Mer. We could have 3 wide. Onyx Mer, Toxic comes in slightly. Bit of a sandwich there for Jake. But Onyx Mer has got a move done. And Hamres has been spun. Little bit of decent contact there, I think, with old Jake. Not sure what happened there, to be honest. But Toxic on the back of Onyx Mer trying to get past, not quite. Big dream for third has developed, actually. Silas, Kazizzle, Matthias, Rocco. Montana in. He should be coming out behind Danino, I would imagine, when he comes into the pits here. And Montana, 6.6 seconds out in front. Bossman second, Silas in third. Kazizzle in fourth at this stage. What are you guys saying in the comment section? I don't know who that is. That has came in. I was already in between people and he was just trying a stupid move. Yeah. Let's just remove him from the channel. There we go. Lovely jubbly. What's happening out on track? Matthias has got past Silas. Matthias has got past Silas and he's looking at Kazizzle. And I tell you what, Matthias has been really under the weather here. I said he was one of the ones to watch here. And Matthias bombs it around the outside of Kazizzle under the braking zone. And he gets him. Great move by Matthias. He's up to second place. Sideback Smokeworks won't be proud. Kazizzle trying an inside move. Matthias realizes him. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Is it Rally?
Yeah, he's off.
Rally off. Probably going for a bit of a rally, to be honest, but Kazizzle gets back past Matthias for second place at this stage. Kazizzle and Matthias having a good battle, and they're not racing over aggressively. Honestly, last week I saw a different side of Kazizzle. Not trying to go for attempted dive bombs and stuff like that, and really learning his craft, which is good to see. At this stage of the game cycle, he's learning his craft. And Matthias is going to give him something very hard to think about. Silas on the back as well. Rocco right on the back of this. Four-way battle for second. It could be a four-way battle for the lead, in fact.
Yeah, because Bossman is into the pits.
Yeah, Bossman's in. Silas is in as well. Kazizzle's in. That frees up Matthias and Rocco into the top 2. Matthias and Rocco, probably 2 arguably cleanest drivers out on track. Oh! Montana around the outside! What a move! What a move that is! Oh my god!
Oh, wow. He's
just done him around the outside of turn 2! What? What? Speechless. Absolutely speechless. That overtaken the season. That was brilliant. Went all creamed it round the outside of Geronimo. I know he's on fresher tyres and all of that. You can give that excuse out until the sun doesn't shine, but Montana, is this man a man or a machine? Quite literally, Montana passed Rocco, he's up to second, and already he's going to be dominating this race. He wants to sign out the season in style, and Montana's doing that. Gets past Rocco, got past Geronimo, got past Rocco, 2 for 1 on the same lap. Not even through the final sector now. Montana is already hunting down Matthias. This is just different quality racing that you're seeing here, guys. Different quality of racing. Ill flag sector 2, sector 3. I think we've had contact with possibly old Jake Zitzel Hamres. I wasn't imagining out of that. What are you going all day for?
Well, it's not good to if there's been any sort of contact or
Zizzle down the inside of old Jake in the second last corner. Pushes him off track. Every right to do so because Zizzle's through. Lovely move.
He is in Hamres.
Yeah, Silas in fact has just got past Hamres actually. And I think Hamres not opting to put up a fight with him there. As Montana has passed Matthias for the lead. Montana has got him. That was at the hairpin. Matthias is going to come back at him though. I wouldn't be ruling out Matthias for a move here. 2 still closing in. Montana just has the legs with the DRS open to pull away a little bit further at the end of the straight. Oh, Matthias! Oh, those tyres beginning to snap from him. Ria losing control of Montana now, suddenly pulled a second away out on track, as Kazizzle and Mads are having a battle down the straight. Side by side between Silas and old Jake. Silas down the inside, gets the move done. Gets the move done. Silas, great move that was. And Kazizzle, great move on Mads as well, had the pace down the straight to get that move done. And Hammer's on the back of old Jake suddenly. Is it going to be old Jake losing 3 positions this lap? Hammer's down the inside. Oh, there's contact! There's contact! Front wing cone flying there.
Gets a penalty for corner cutting.
Yeah, I don't blame him for getting the 3 seconds, but... Yeah, everyone's still going, by the way, in this race, which is good to see. I think that's the only good thing that we can take out so far in this race, to be honest. But... Montana, 2 seconds in front. Matthias in second. Geronimo, I thought, was going to try and lunge it down the inside of Rocco. Down into turn 1, not quite. Raleigh and Storm having a battle at the back. Onyx in. He should be going super soft. Oh, what a move, Geronimo! What a move! That is a what a recovery by Rocco, nearly going into the wall. But Geronimo down the inside at turn 3. Wow! That was good stuff. Both on the same strategy as well. Just to point that out, both on the same strategy. Geronimo powered it through the turn, through on the inside. Rocco had the space. He ran out wide, given the nature of the camber of the corner. And Geronimo slips up his inside, literally like Frankie Dettori, getting a gap on Stradivarius yesterday in the Gold Cup. That more Ascot. Great move. Geronimo up the third.
Yeah, bring them to me.
Geronimo, really? In the last 2 races, F2 last night and now F1, we're seeing a different side of him, and that's what I like to see. We're seeing a different side of him. Might still be rough around the edges, but he can be worked on, and that's what's important to me, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, TTG Academy driver, as Rocco has left through Boltzmann. Rocco left through Boltzmann, he's up to 4th now, Boltzmann. That was simple, no-nonsense stuff there from Rocco. Doesn't want to get his own race room in there. So fair play to him. For that, Hammer's on the back of Mads. Closest battle now out on track. Mads going very deep into the corner. Hammer's nearly following him. Both on the same strategy, and I think Hammer's is going to have Mads inside here. Gets him down the inside. That could have came out quite wrong, but Hammer's is down the inside. Gets him done. Toxic is going to let through Kazizzle. And fair play to him there. Toxic let through Kazizzle. Kazizzle in a battle, of course, for the podiums. Is now up to 6th place, ahead of Toxic.
Fair play.
Everyone's still going strongly though. That's occurring on the supers actually of Mads in lap 10, really struggling. He's in 10th place at the moment, we're not on lap 10. As Onyx Mur tries to go around the outside of Iron Better Res. Similar move to what I think we saw with Montana. And just push them off wide. You can't go too wide through there. Iron Better Res is going to cut the corner and rejoin track safely, and Onyx Mur, I think, had right of way there through the corner. He's up to 12th. We're seeing better driving now. They're getting into their rhythms, and we're seeing better driving.
Yeah,
Speaking of better driving, Boltzmann round the outside on Geronimo down the straight. He's got to over-race into the corner slightly. No warning picked up there. Geronimo could see the inside line. Not quite. Boltzmann is through. He's up to P3. Good move there. That could have easily turned into a bit of a sour moment there for Boltzmann, but he's up to 3rd. But good stuff. And he's on a set of hypers as well, just to point that out. He is on a set of hypersofts. Geronimo just losing his tyres now, I think. Maybe often to come into the pits, I would imagine, in the next couple of laps at this stage.
Oh, Denis getting a penalty as well.
Matthias is in. There should be a set of supers to the end, I would imagine. I've just clicked on the wrong stream by mistake.
Oh no.
Check Twitter DM, says Asheen. I'm going to check the Twitter DM right now. As Onyx Mur has got past Denis. Denis must have overrun the corner there. And cold tyres, and Onyx Mur is through. Up to 11th now. Onyx Mur carving his way through the field. Could be one to watch, possibly for like 5th, 6th, I would imagine. From the end of the thingy. And there's a new track alert. Gran Turismo, there's a new track.
Oh!
Right now on the Manufacturer Series, there is a new track.
What track was it? What track is it? What track is it?
It looks like it's a new layout of the Nürburgring.
I thought it was like a completely brand new.
It is a new layout of the Nürburgring, and it's actually not, I don't think, the Nordschleife. It is not Nürburgring. As we know, there is a new track, but I don't know what it is. It's got like all windmills and...
Oh, so it's not the Nürburgring.
It's not the Nürburgring. World Tour 2 Nürburgring, that's what I'm looking at. Yellow flag sector 2. Oh, Raleig's out the race. Raleigh is the first fatality out on track. Valtteri, by the way, has got past I'm Better Res for 13. Good stuff. And Silas has got past Toxic as well on this lap. I'm just going to pick up and see what the new track actually is, and just see if
I'm curious about this.
Has got anything. Yeah, I'll update you when this happens.
What track is that?
I'm going to have a look.
That can't be the Nürburgring.
That's not the Nürburgring. They're at the Nürburgring.
Oh, what, the track, the actual, like, there.
Yeah, the new track. The new track, I can tell... Ah! It's... do you know what? I thought it was. It's Sardinia. It is Sardinia from GT6.
Ah.
And there's going to be 3 different layouts, similar to what we see with thingy. Matthias, by the way, has just done Toxic up the inside, up the P5 for Matthias. Good stuff there. So yeah, Sardinia, new track for GT Sport. Anybody that is watching from a GT Sport background, of course, and is participating in GT Sport, GHR GT Sport. Oh, Toxic! Left alarm plate, just broke a little bit too late there. He's going to be annoyed with that. He will be coming into the pit soon anyways. But Sardinia, new track. There is a layout, B layout and C layout. All can be done in reverse as well. So literally we have got essentially 3 new tracks. And on track, I'm Better is out the race.
Oh yes, there. Oh, it's just slowed down. Yeah.
Is a retired car. It's retired out on track. Probably Rally's had enough. I'm Better as has followed suit. Again, comes to question the commitment really of the drivers. I think if you can actually be bothered to show up to the race, you'd actually be bothered to finish the race. That's the opinion I'm taking now on drivers that leave the session. Rocco around the 8 of Mads. I think Mads just let him through there, no nonsense stuff. For Rocco.
Yeah.
And he's up to P9. Not really much happening out on track. Glock and Damiano. Now this is going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting, I think, for the wrong reasons as well.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Damiano and Onyx, you need to stop dive bombing people every opportunity, ruin my race. And I would have finished the race if there was any point. Again, commitment levels. Frankly shocking, if I've got to be honest. As Hamres has crashed. Is that a turn 3? It is. That is a genuine crash out the race. Not a genuine retirement. To Hamres. Is that a safety car?
Safety car!
Safety car! Yes,
finally.
That's why you do not retire out on track. That is why you get karma as it is. So there is a safety car out on track, and this spices things up. Everyone's races that would have been ruined if there wasn't. Now get a safety car, and for the sake of everyone, 17 people can now win this race.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy that this is
even old Stephen could win this race.
Alright.
And he's first into the pits, actually. He's first into the pits.
Oh. Well, surely not. He can't.
Yeah, Montana into the pits. Everyone's going to be filing in, I would imagine, here. Everyone's going to be filing in. But there's a safety car out on track. We're more than halfway through now. We're on lap 15 out of 28. If you're just tuning in, this is GHR, F1, James Head 14 and Bullboy in the commentary box. Montana, Bullspan, Kazizzle, your top 3. And there's a safety car out on track. This race, just going to get a little bit more spicier. Maybe like the Madras curry I bought, the Madras curry cheese that I bought from the food festival. I actually did. It's for my dad. It's not for me. Sadly.
Toxic.
Toxic. 5 seconds. Stop going to the pit lane. He's going to be held up as well. And the front wing change there for Toxic. He's been held up because Kazizzle pitted in front. Some of these guys are going to be ruined. I think Deneen is going to be held up here for sure.
Oh, that was a weird Mercedes mechanic there. On my screen.
Danine's been held up in the pits. Danina's been held up in the pits. Mechanic's not ready again. Glock is in, Damiano's in, Storm's in. Oh, Jake's now AI. Oh, he's left the session, I think. And old Stephen is down in 17th place.
Ah.
Same maiden with Onyx. Thanks to Matthias, Toxic says. That, I think, is in regards to his thingy. But I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be worried at all, Toxic. You're in 7th, you're doing well. We've really got, I think, the cleanest sort of drivers in, I would say, the top 13 positions at this stage.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Third, oh, I see where you've drawn the line there. Damiano, Ojeka, Stephen.
Storm, don't get me wrong, good driver. And Stephen, nothing against them at all. And nothing against Damiano or Ojek. But from tonight's perspective, the real clean guys are at the top. And I think that top 3, if it stays as it is, Montana, Silas, Matthias, that is going to be well worth the end of this race. I think they should get top 3 on merit, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Right, I'm going to be quick. I'm going to get a drink.
Okay, yeah, we should be going for another lap on safety car conditions, so that's all good. Whoa. Oh! Oh, I thought he was coming in the pits. Oh, that would have been lovely for Montana to pit there. And give us a bit of a show from last to first. But anyway, yes, this gives me great privilege to announce to everyone that if you haven't noticed already, there is a League Racing News video. A new League Racing News, the proper version, the original version, the community's version of League Racing News. And yes, if you do want to check it out, it is available now for everyone to watch on YouTube. And yeah, there is a link in the Discord if you're interested. And your support on the series is very much valued. Of course. And just to go through the comments, Aiden Carter has said, Damiano and Onyx, you need to stop dive bombing people at every opportunity. Ruin my race, and I would have finished the race if there was any point. Well, unfortunately, if you, I think you might be Rally or Betterez, one of the two. But if you retired out on track, then, well, karma has unfortunately returned here because the safety car has been deployed. So you could have still been in this race, although the safety car is so rare that the last time we had it was at a race I can't even remember. But the safety car will be in this particular lap.
Hey, fantastic. Safety car in, I came back with a drink. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, I thought Montana was in the pits, but he wasn't. He was just teasing us, unfortunately. So.
Well, he's going to be backing up the pack. Safety car is already a corner ahead of him, pretty much, and Montana just picks up. There might be a warning there, actually, for Montana. Just got the inside curb a little bit. He's trying to follow that safety car as close as possible. I'm going to go on board with him. He's going to floor it. And Rocco, 5-second stop go for collision with Toxic. That's under the safety car. That is really people backing up ahead of him. That might have been down to Kazizzle, possibly.
Oh.
Backing off. There's a McLaren well off. That looks like Glock. But we're back underway. Montana floors it ahead of Silas. Matthias in third. Postman in fourth. Of course, these guys are going to be up in a very cool time. Postman lagging quite a lot down the straight. Are you picking up on that as well?
It looks okay so far.
Just watch through the corners. Yeah, he's looking fine now. Toxic right on the back of Kazizzle. Was trying to go for the move there, but everyone flooring it through the first sector.
Oh,
Onyx on Mad. That's around the outside. Great move. Great move, and Valtteri is going to swallow up Mads as well. Valtteri's around the outside, Mads drives it down the inside. There's a bit of a contact. Mads pushing Valtteri off there. That's not what we like to see from that. Boltzmann is on the back of Matthias, though, running down the straight. Could get the move done on the outside. Late on the break for Boltzmann. He's on a set of ultras. Matthias on a set of supers. And Matthias parks his car nicely through the middle of the apex and gets that move done. Valtteri, Deneen, Mads. Deneen's around the outside of Mads. Ooh. Got a bit too tight there.
Oh my goodness, where to look? This is crazy.
Matthias, I'm going to watch third. Oh, Kazizel bombs it down the inside of Geronimo. That's a bit unfair. Geronimo gives him the treatment back. And Geronimo, I think, every right to that position. That was a bit of a reckless dive bomb by Kazizel. I was just saying, earlier on in commentary, I was just saying how much he's improved. That really comes to show he has not improved at all, trying to go for moves like that. Oh, contact. Toxic has been spun. Toxic was spun by, I think that was Rocco, as opposed to Onyx, who I think has got past Rocco and all of that. Could be wrong.
Oh,
Toxic's in. I think he's going to retire it. He's going to retire this guy. He's got no damage. He's going to retire this in the pit lane.
What a shame.
You'll see it very soon. There you go. There you go. Which I think is a shame. Again, it comes to the argument of our drivers committed enough to finish a race. If you don't show this level of commitment next season, you've got no chance of making it through a full season of GHR on the new game. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but that's the way we go. And we want professional racing.
Both that?
And professionalism expands to... What's wrong on the outside? Because Zizzle's... Geronimo pushing him all the way down the inside. That's a bit... rash. Oh, and it's that Onyx Murthu as well! It's that Onyx Murthu up the inside.
Goodness me.
Oh.
Is he going to get him back though? Because there's all... Yeah, he
down
surely
the
is.
inside on Onyx Murthu.
Here we go.
Giving him the treatment back, but that is an overspeed and a half, and Onyx Murthu, every right to the corner, gets the move done. Force up track, and Rocco down the inside. Oh my god, 3 wide! 3 into 1, don't go, and Rocco is the one that's got it back out of there. Oh my god, shitting myself. Onyx Murthu is up to 6th place, and somehow he's hung on. Somehow he's hung on.
That was brilliant.
Oh my god, I was actually creasing my pants there, quite literally. I thought Pooh was going to come out.
Oh my.
That was unbelievable. We still could see Pooh coming out because Boltzmann brought on the back of Matthias, and Silas has suddenly dropped off the pace. Quite considerably as well. He's under pressure. I think those wearing super softs are not going to help him in this race, and I think Boltzmann essentially is being held up. Oh, very late on the brakes. Did he contacted Matthias? Geronimo's looking very racy in behind. League Racing News version 3 is the best. And Toxic, by the way, I have sent you some stuff on Twitter regarding admin stuff. What? What have you just seen?
Who said that about a different version?
Machine, that was.
Oh.
Machine. And so you know what? I totally agree. It's Matthias is up the inside of Silas, forced him off track. Aye. No, you can't do that. Matthias, Silas. I think, fair play to him, he let him through. Matthias was going to get him anyways. So I think fair play there, but that could let Boltzmann into all of this, and back Silas is trying to go back around the outside of Matthias and his contact. Matthias just overjudging that slightly. We're going to have another 3 wide if we're not careful. Matthias and Tika, this is just looking a little bit too aggressive. I think they're trying to lie it on the line for the final rest of the season. Silas has got back. That was major contact there. What on earth happened there? I did not see that. I was on board on TV pod. I did not see what happened there. Everyone's just lying on the line, and Jesus Christ, there's like an open lobby in behind. The amount, the train that has formed, Jesus Christ. I think these cars actually belong on a bloody railway line at this stage. This is unreal. There's more contact, Boltzmann on Kazizel that time. Matthias has been spun as well. There's contact with 3 wide in the background. I don't know where to look. Boltzmann is going to pull off. This is just madness. But then again, this is what you get when you have a mixed league. That's all I'm going to say there. On that. It's Kazizel's got back down the inside of Geronimo for 4. That was a good move there. Fair play to him.
Oh.
Onyx Mer, all of a sudden, do you know how I said he could be on for podium?
He's
in the
second now,
second.
yeah.
Onyx Mer.
What? Oh, Stephen.
Fortune.
Getting
Miracles.
both,
Miracles have happened here. Onyx Mer is up to second. Miracles have happened here in F1. Silas trying to get back around the outside of him though. They're going to be side by side. Silas is around the outside. There's a VSC deployed. Glock is out. Glock is out of the race. There is a VSC in operation. That was a crash. I have a feeling that might have been with Damiano.
On the straight as well. Oh,
I have a feeling.
Oh dear.
Donovan Kazizel changing positions. There's a VSC. Come on, guys. You should know what a VSC is so far this in far into the race. That's me.
Oh dear. Oh, right. Montana, please pit.
Montana,
Oh.
14 seconds out in front. Silas now second. Onyx Mer is back into third. Have we missed something now with Silas and Onyx Mer?
Not too sure.
Onyx Mer's in.
Oh no, he's in.
Front wing damage, right side end plate, or is he just going to retire it at the race? Very interesting. Rocco's in and behind as well. 3 pit stop. That's what they could be going for. Rocco needs a session. I don't blame him, to be honest.
You see, oh, there we go. And Kazizel. Oh, he's lost out.
He's not. He's going to go around the outside. Geronimo. Fair play to Kazizel. Fair play, because Geronimo's going to dive it down the inside. He is. He has. Kazizel gives him room. He should get the traction off the corner. And that's... It's racing. Kazizel gets back past him. Good move.
But with slipstream.
Oh, down the straight. No DRS is enabled. Geronimo. Oh, I thought he didn't have his wing open there. Oh, I seen it. Damiano has gone past Valtteri down the straight. He's up to 5th. Deneen on the back. There's thingy. I certainly won't be here next season. Good luck, James and Bowboy, not racing these pathetic excuses of races anymore. That is a shame, Glock, but then again, this is what you come to get. Final race of the season. Liner all on the line. Drivers don't give a damn. Don't give a damn. And frankly, I would say at least half of the grid, maybe up to about 12 or 13 drivers, should honestly be ashamed. Should honestly be ashamed. Because what we've seen tonight, this is not GHR. This is an unranked lobby. And that's a fair assessment. And if anybody wants to disregard and actually fight me against that, then go and find another league. Because that's a fair assessment.
Damiano. Oh.
Yeah, he was trying Geronimo there, but not quite. But yeah. Oh, Geronimo loses it off the corner. Damiano's side by side now. I'm taking this from Valtteri's perspective, by the way. Damiano is passed. Hopefully past fairly, but look at Valtteri's closing speed. Could have 2 for 1. Geronimo's moving across, similar to what we saw with Kazizel earlier on. But Valtteri does it down the inside. Geronimo. Oh, nah.
What?
Do you know what? I honestly think this race should be rerun. I really think this race should be rerun.
Wait, what
next
was wrong?
week?
What was wrong with Geronimo?
Forced him off track.
Did he?
Forced him off track. There was a
alright.
gap down. There was a gap down the inside. Fair play to him. We've completely forced him off track, and only because that was picked up on the stream, he's let him back through. And fair play to Geronimo for doing that. That actually shows a bit of respect. Something some of these drivers are actually lacking in at this point.
Oh.
Oh, battle for second, Kazizel and Silas. Kazizel down the inside, perhaps? Not quite. Silas defending. Well, Montana, by the way, you can just count him in P1.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
The battle for the podiums, that is really going to heat up. It looks as if it's going to be a 4-way fight between Silas, Kazizel, Damiano, and Valtteri as Geronimo was came into the pits. Put on the 10
Interesting.
hypers, because this was up the inside of Sealer! Side by side. Fair play, clean stuff. Clean out the hairpin, running down the straight. I think it's going to be, because this will having the DRS down the inside line, he's got him. Damiano into the braking zone, because this should have this. He should get this done. They've overrun the curb. That's going to force Damiano into things now. See, that's of course on a set of supers. We have seen puncture happen with Janine last night, of course, in F2. Because see the 3 wide. Damiano's down the inside of both of them. Gets the move done. That is fair play from Damiano,
no.
but that is not fair play. Oh my god!
Oh dear. Right.
You can commentate the rest. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. Go
Oh, that was the funniest crashes I've ever seen. Oh, damn you. Damn sick. Onyx, he's got past Storm there. Storm lets him through, I think. Onyx reason says thank you for letting him through, gifting him another position. Ah, dear. And side by side here, that's Deneen and Silas. Silas getting that position. Great racing between these two. And Damiano's always got to prove to everyone that he's a clean racer. Hopefully he does so here. There's Deneen. He'll get the slipstream, but I think Damiano might have a go at both of them here. Let's just watch.
Shut up!
There's DRS.
Shut up!
I do apologise about that. But anyway, that is all Miss Junior's fault. Damiano around the outside. This is going to be touch and go here, and he does get the move done. That was very brave of him. And there is Silas getting overtaken by Onyx, who's up into P6 now. Rocco getting a 3-second time penalty. And while this action's going on, we had a comment from Rock again, so if you just send in any footage, we will, and the stewards will investigate it. Of course. Damiano now on the attack. Him and Deneen are on the same lap hole tyre and same compound of tyre. But Onyx is on Hypersofts, the fastest of them all, so he could get Damiano even before the DRS zone, but he decides to back off and wait sensibly until the DRS detection point, which is here, going for the outside line, getting the switchback and better traction. And this will work a treat, because Damiano catching Deneen. Deneen has no DRS, Damiano and Onyx have DRS. Which way is he going to go? Off the track illegally? That is a bit of a strange one. I would have gone in the inside line there. This track is very wide in a lot of places, so that is very strange indeed. But Kazizel's got past Valtteri already, even before the braking zone. The Daily Snail has joined us. Welcome. Oh dear, oh dear. And both cars there sliding through side by side. This is extremely tight here. Damiano locks out ahead, and Onyx has crashed. That was the worst camera angle ever to view that kind of accident, but he has gone off and he has retired. And O'Steven there making a bit of a mistake. Maybe that's his normal line or whatever. Montana pits! But he's going to come out ahead, so that was a lovely bit of skill there and tactical deployment. So unfortunately everyone, we're not going to see a last to first challenge from Montana here at all. As, yeah, Valtteri now on the back of Zizzle. And although that gap is 5 tenths, it should be down to no tenths at all if he's going to dive it, but he's sensible as Valtteri, so he won't do something like that. And he's going to try a switch back here. Zizzle, Valtteri closing in the gap 3 tenths here. Zizzle's Ultra is clearly going off here at this point. Rocco getting past Matthias in the background. And Norwich Duck has joined us as well. So you've had a snail, a duck, both messages apparently being deleted for some reason. So I've been a bit too slow in realising what those messages are. Valtteri, he should definitely get this P2 here, but I think Zizzle is going to try and do his best here. Boastman looking for the move on Geronimo here. As Snail Alert has put in a comment, and oh, Boastman getting the move done there on Geronimo. Geronimo trying to have a look down the inside, and there is more contact. But luckily no front wing damage or anything, so they both escaped that one. Still going side by side here. But Boastman clearly the faster driver at this point. Oh, and Geronimo goes off there as well. Trying to fight that. Mad's getting a penalty, unfortunately for him. But O. Stephen is 1 place out of the points. Incredible stuff. As Snail Alert's comment has been deleted again. I'm not quite sure what's going on with your comment, Snail Alert. But, yeah, that's a bit of a strange one for me. And why your comments are getting deleted. 3 wide. As Silas has now got the advantage now. As, yeah, keeping one eye on the comments and one eye on track there. And Zizzle, did he cut the corner? That was a very strange line if he did so. And once again, trying to find the grip, but Valtteri has it. And he's got that position. And now Zizzle will try his best to fight back. As, oh, Geronimo. Look at that. That was very strange indeed from Geronimo, but Boastman retakes that position off of him. But I think the best battle now is Zizzle's drop back. Is, yeah, this battle for 6th, 7th, 8th place. As Glock says that was nail in the coffin for him. Oh, that is very unfortunate for Glock. As Rocco is trying to get past Deneen, who is trying to get past Silas there. Down the inside. Side by side from both Ferrari drivers, and they could get overtaken here by the Renault of Matthias, who is only 3 tenths behind. But look at Silas. Silas is going to get swamped here. 3 wide, and it is Rocco who comes out on top. But can he get a good exit? Look at Matthias, 3 wide. Oh my goodness me, this is an incredible battle. And is this the final lap? It is. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realise it. And oh, more contact there with all 3 cars involved. But this is wheel banging, which is a lot better than swiping off your rivals, which is what Max Verstappen quoted actually yesterday in the press conference that he did, or whatever, with Ted Kravitz. So that's what we like to see. And they're all settling out on track here. Any late moves into the final 2 corners. Montana's won, by the way. We knew that. Oh my! No! Silas! Oh no! He's lost it. Oh, he's not going to score any. Oh, he's got a puncture. That's why he was spinning. See, that's had a puncture. And that is so unlucky for whoever that Ferrari driver was there, getting involved. But wow, what a race that was. Oh, Stephen crossing the line, missing it. Oh, he's up to 7th! Oh, Stephen has got 7th place. This is unbelievable. Driver of the day. I thought it was Montana, but oh, Stephen's got 7th.
You're doing that.
And I do apologise once again for that, but that should be the end of the drama out on track. Geronimo doing some lovely donuts there, and so too is Postman as well. Great to see. What a season it has been here. And I think that race, yes, there were a few crashes, but in the end the race is over, the season's over, and we did have a lot of great battles. Some were not clean at all, unfortunately. And yeah, Silas puncture, that was very unfortunate for you. Of course, as Boseman crosses the line, Geronimo now, we are waiting for... And oh, Stephen, surprise for 7th. Oh, Stephen, I think a tie for driver of the day between you and Montana. Both, of course, you could say. Montana, both teammates, of course, so Stephen and Montana for this one. Montana clearly the faster driver, definitely deserves driver of the day, but a big shock there from Mo Stephen to get 7th in F1. So I've got to also share it out with him as well as everyone else who didn't make contact in this race. But yeah, Storm, very unfortunate with your crash, but luckily for you, you were able to catch up with the safety car and whatever. But yeah, a superb end to that Grand Prix. Bits of wheel banging here and there, and of course the bad driving ruined it for the majority. The minority, of course, ruined it for the majority. But regardless of that, we have results here in Abu Dhabi. Montana has won the Grand Prix, followed by Kazizel, who finishes 2nd. Damiano gets a podium for his efforts. Superb stuff from him. Valtteri is 4th. Mads must be absolutely shocked and surprised and thrilled all at the same time there with P5. Storm 6th. Oh, Stephen, another shocker, gets 7th. Rocco 8th. Deneen 9th. Silas 10th. Matthias 11th. Boseman 12th. Geronimo 13th. Oh, oh dear. Oh, Jake getting 14th but being lapped. And the rest, of course, DNFing. And that is the end of a thrilling race here in Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi, located in the Middle East.
That's Irish.
And oh, Stephen saying, where's James? I do not know, but we have the interviews to conduct, so I will do that. But first of all, let's get some celebrations going by doing a few, or 100% race. And let's turn part firme off, collisions on, damage off, ghosting off, safety car off, rules and flags off, formation lap off. And let's have it as a free-for-all. And let's have it at midnight, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, as a lovely celebration. So it is time now to unmute all the other guys and do the interviews. So let's get Boseman in, let's get everyone else in here for the interviews.
Oh yeah, yeah. My favorite is the...
Kazizel.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Matt Smith.
Going through the list here, I do apologise about this everyone, but yes, tomorrow, great F4, a thrilling F4 race hopefully will be provided for you in GHR at 7 PM, and we have a championship to decide, unlike this race, and that is between two drivers, one in a Ferrari, one in a another car which I've completely forgotten now what Packer drives. I think it is a Haas, but I could be wrong about that. But yes, Packer is 8 or 10 points behind Mr. T-Hawk. So yes, please do tune in for that. It should be a fantastic race to watch. But yes. Into the party, that is. So I'll wait until the lobby gets the party gets filled up.
I see Mr. Aggressive and Mr. Fuming have joined the party.
Mr. Aggressive and Mr. Fuming. So that's Kazizzle and Matthias joining.
Yeah, Mr. Aggressive, Kazizzle, no change there. Ridiculous driving, doesn't deserve P2. And Matthias, Mr. Fuming, because he got pretty much taken out at every single point in that race. If you didn't see what I see, then we have a problem.
Well, when was that? When?
The whole race.
I won't say anymore.
Get on with the interviews. I'm not arguing with a petulant child.
Oh dear. Well, Kazizzle, do you want to respond to these allegations? Because I'm not too sure about them. Yeah, I think there is a line.
Don't deserve a place next season.
Well, I think Kazizzle,
No, let's leave it till now. Let's just see the aggressive nature that GHR's actually turned into.
I don't think so. We've seen great races so far this week. This one is a bit of a downer in terms of the upward trend that we are trying to set here. But Kazizzle, I'm not too sure whether you drove
I'd get more enjoyment after seeing a full lobby of TTG Academy drivers.
Yeah, Kazizzle, I certainly would love to see you return next season. That is for sure.
He's not going to.
Well, is there any point, Kazizzle, where you made contact, perhaps, which has caused this opinion to get out? Because I know you are defending hardly from a couple of drivers, and you did make some moves, but then at the end of the day, you can't be sitting back and, a tenth behind everyone and not expect to go for the moves.
Yeah, if you go to the Ubisoft Club, you click on it in Assassin's Creed Unity. You'll be stupid if you don't know.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, because I know some people don't like dive bombs, but then, if we didn't have dive bombs, I mean, Daniel Ricciardo, for goodness sake, does it in real life all the time, so, yeah. Yeah, of course, I know there were some points where Mr. Junior interrupted me, and I was...
It's a shame his voice is not shared, so we can't hear it whining.
Oh, Kazizzle, you need to unshare your voice. Or share your voice.
Get wrecked!
Alright, okay. So, yeah, if you just want to repeat that for everyone, so everyone can hear what you're saying.
I don't think I was that aggressive. Even if I know I did dive bombs, but everyone else does it in real life, in league racing, and there was not one point where I went for a dive bomb and knocked someone off, so I don't see what the problem is.
Yep, there was no deliberate crash. It was all in the name of trying to battle and give everyone here a good show, so I'm not quite sure. I'd love to see you sign up for next season, and I'll strongly defend your corner, Kazizzle. That is for sure, unless I see anything different that I didn't see on stream.
Goodbye to both of you then.
So
You'd be stupid if you thought I was going to say that.
I got footage of it anyway, so if you guys want to talk to me about it, I've got the footage of the whole race, so I can review it for you, whatever.
It'll be brilliant if you could upload the whole thing, so
yeah, cool.
We can all see exactly what was going on there. But
do you want me to just upload the whole race and send you a link?
Yeah, just upload the whole thing and put it in the steward's office or something. That would be great. But yeah, Kazizzle, just talk us through your race anyway, forgetting those allegations there.
So qualifying, it was pretty decent. Got an okay start. We're still in P3. Lap 3. Me and Valtteri made contact. And then from there, I think I dropped to P4. My hypers are starting to turn off. Then I pitted, I think lap 8 was it? Maybe a bit later. Pitted, got onto ultras, then you know started getting my head down to catch up with everyone else. There was a huge battle ahead, so it was quite hard to get through. Then the safety car came out, and that kind of helped me, to be honest, because without that, it probably been a bit harder to come P2. But I'm happy with that.
Yeah, of course, getting a great result there in the end, and obviously I would at this point ask you about next season, but I'm not quite sure what's going on there with you not being able to sign up. I think you're strongly entitled to sign up for the new season. But yeah, what are your ambitions anyway? For the new season on a new game, of course.
Yeah, of course. I haven't been able to participate in pretty much. I think I've participated in about 4 races, which hopefully I can, you know. Hopefully I can race more because I've had karting on Fridays recently, but hopefully I have more time to do it because I do enjoy it. And yeah. Hopefully I can maybe come top 5 in the championship next season. It depends.
Yeah, of course, it depends on what will happen next season, of course, and the new game and its new driving style and all these different factors. So, yeah, well done anyway, because it's all on the races that you did take part in this season. Thanks for your commitment despite your absences and things like that due to karting. But yes, we wish you all the best, hopefully, or I anyway wish you all the best for next season.
Yeah, I'll be talking to you guys later, so see you then.
Alright.
Just to address that, because Izzle's comments, Montana sharing something which I've got to be honest, agree with. Because Izzle is way too arrogant and aggressive on track, so obviously he thinks he is right. Montana, I agree.
Yeah, but during that race, I'm not quite sure if he pushed anyone off or anything.
Trust me, end of the stream is going to be interesting.
Alright, well let's get these interviews done and dusted. So next up we have a driver. He finished next. Who finished, who was it? Mads! Mads! Caught me off guard there with your P5. An incredible position, but first of all, talk us through how your race went. Oh dear.
My race was very exciting, battles everywhere. So, and again, it was just about keeping it clean, don't get any damage, and I did that. And then of course the safety car came with bunch to pack up, so I had plenty of positions I could gain. I knew I didn't have so many penalties compared to the guys around me, so I got a bit lucky there. But I'm very happy with my race. Some good fighting, a little bit of contact, but no damage was made in the situation I was in, so I have no complaints about the racing tonight. A bit aggressive, but it is the last race of the season. But everything was fair in my point of view. Didn't see any problems out on track. So I'm happy with 5th place. I'm happy with my race. I'm happy with everything today.
Oh my god!
Excellent stuff. Oh.
A one of very few.
Fuck off.
Oh. And Mads has gone.
I was just being fair to him. I was just saying he was one of the cleanest drivers out on track. Maybe people shouldn't take it to heart. They can't see what I've seen. It's better not... do you know what? It's better not addressing your problems going forward. It's better to leave it the way it is and just screw up the league further. I've done with it.
Well, it's unfortunate we didn't get to hear from Mads further, unless he has ultimately, or unfortunately, disconnected at the wrong moment there. But anyway, yeah, let's move on. So the next person, Storm is next. Actually, if he's here to say any words that he wants to say, he's entitled to do so. If he's,
I'd rather not, because I'll probably say something that's
Okay, that's
Didn't
fair
we
Gone
enough.
down to say something. So sum it up as little words as possible, Storm. I think that's the best way.
Shit show.
I'll speak.
Embarrassing.
Okay, well, Valtteri's here anyway, so Valtteri, how was your race?
Crazy. Uh, yeah, the first half was quite unlucky. Things went wrong, but safety car saved me, and yeah, then carnage for the rest of the race, and came out P4.
Yeah, and then of course after that safety car, you're catching Kazizel, got past him, and yeah, unfortunately, of course, with those penalties and everything, that is the result you finished in, which was fourth. And of course, Montana is just too quick, so you couldn't really challenge him today, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, do you think P2 was definitely on the cards? I mean, without you having those penalties, and maybe if you had a straightforward race without all the calamities and whatever. Because I know there was one point, I don't know if that was you, where McLaren just was trying to avoid a huge accident through like the triple chicane. Unless that was someone else, I don't know. It might have been another driver.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. The race went like this, and I can say I'm happy with the race after a bad start. I mean, miserable start. But I mean, Bottas once said is never give up, and this was the result.
Yeah, of course, and well, from your perspective anyway, in terms of over-aggressive driving and dirty driving, did you see anything that was unsportsmanlike during the race? Or any incidents that you need to have a look at?
Well, I think we have seen some from Casual, which was a bit of questionable, but yeah, we race and things like this happen, and yeah.
Yeah, it is racing. Yeah, these things can definitely happen when we have 20 drivers out on the racetrack, the final race of the season, and yes, nothing to play for after that race. So yeah, anyway, next season will you be signing up, and if so, what are your plans and objectives for the new game?
I will surely sign up if it keeps at Friday at 7 PM. I don't see any reason to change the league if you do that. And what was the second question?
Like, what are your objectives? Like, what position or your aims basically for the new season? What do you think you can do?
Championship as always. Why would I race if I don't be a target?
That's what we like. So hopefully you can challenge Montana. Maybe Montana's dropped 2 seconds on the new game. Who knows what could happen there? So, but anyway, yeah, I think a lot of people are hoping that happens. But anyway, congratulations anyway on a great season. All the highs and yeah, all of those of course.
And too many lows.
Too many lows, yeah, but at least you end with 4th place anyway. Could have been worse. You could have retired. So yeah, great end to the season, and yes, thank you for your commitment, of course, throughout this current season, and all the best for the new season in GHR on F1 2019.
Keep it cheer. Have a good evening.
Yeah, and to you too, of course.
He's the only one that's going to be having a good evening.
I think a lot of other people will be having a good evening. Montana, surely, and Kazizel, Damiano, Mads,
Kazizel?
Oh, Stephen. Yeah, Kazizel got up second. Drove a great race.
Yeah, expected defending.
Yeah, over aggressive defending, but what else was he supposed
But
to? I think his
alcohol,
tyres were
or what?
also going off as well. So
Somebody saying excuses, excuses there in the background that I've just heard.
someone's But
Yeah, I thought I
anyway,
heard some.
Rocco I think is
Remain
next.
anonymous if you message me now.
Yeah.
Rocco's next. Right. Well, how was your race from your perspective? Because in the end, you ended up in P8.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed it,
Excellent.
even though I crashed,
Oh,
and even though it didn't go. I got 8th. Probably one of the most fun races I've done this season. So, because I normally get to make it. In previous season, I made quite a lot of moves and everything, and been known for quite aggressive overtakes. I managed to do a few of them today at work. I don't know if you caught it, but I made a good one on Silas into the end, in the 3 wide going into the.
That was probably one of the best moves I saw, and that's what I get for leaving commentary.
Yeah, but
That's what happens when my presence is no longer felt.
I think it was Toxic I crashed with.
yeah. There was
The
slight
initial crash was
bumping.
my bad, but he brake checked me twice, once behind the safety car and one on the restart. So I was a bit annoyed, went for an aggressive move, and it was my bad.
Yeah, but were you the Ferrari actually who got caught up in that last corner thing with the Haas? Or was that Deneen? Oh, okay, well, we'll get onto that afterwards. Alright, okay, well, at least that's all cleared up then.
Yeah, the first thing was pretty good as well. But I had to. My tyres, I just couldn't keep the tyres at all. I was lucky a safety car came out, because I wouldn't really be able to see to them.
Yeah, but anyway, regarding the driving standards today, have you got any comments about that? Anything that you saw that wasn't great?
No. In the whole, it was. I guess the standards were not as good as they have previously, but it made for a fun race.
That's an understatement.
It made for a fun race. We had a safety car for one.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if I retired on the last lap, I would enjoy it. So.
Excellent. So yeah, well, congratulations, well done on getting a good result in F1 tonight, and yeah, of course, I think we've already interviewed you about next season and everything from F2 yesterday. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. So thanks very much for stepping in tonight and racing in F1. And yeah, with that we move on to your teammate, I do believe, who is Denis. Ultimately finishing P9, but talk us through how your race went.
Fantastic. You won the Grand Prix.
Let me do an American's impression. Wait, here we go. Can I have some more chocolate cake, please? Can I have some more chocolate cake? Give me more donuts. Let me go to McDonald's.
Tell me, Alan, what was the
KFC.
key to this success?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car
Oh
today.
no, I'm
With
dead
track
now because
temperature,
I
you
ate too
name it,
much and I'm 30 years old.
live when the tyres are just
Whoops.
at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race
He
tends to
said
go.
that's some
That's
good stuff.
exactly what happened. All cars
Yeah, a very chaotic end to the race, of course, with the safety car and everything. Unfortunately, you got caught up in that last corner accident with Silas getting a puncture, but yeah, I mean, just to also comment on yourself on driving standards and whatever for people still watching this stream. Yeah, is there anything that you saw that wasn't great or engine?
You know that Britain used to own India?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I think we've already talked about your ambitions for the new season, whatever, from yesterday's stream. So yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. So thank you very much for stepping in as a reserve today, and yes, all the best for the new season on the new game. As another comment has been, 2 comments have been deleted. Not quite sure what on earth is going on and why those comments are being deleted, but anyway, next is I think it's Matthias, is it? He finished like 10th or 11th? See, that's 10th, Matthias. Yes, so it is you, right. First of all, is he here?
Yep.
Excellent. So, how was your race? A very frustrating race, I feel, because you were fighting very high up at some points, recovering positions, and yeah, ultimately you didn't finish it in the points. So, yes, talk us through your race.
Disappointing. Just first off was looking really good. I didn't have to pace the match Montana, of course. And yeah, then you tried to dive bomb. I just didn't turn in because I knew he was going to get past me eventually. And yeah, first half of the race was good, nice battling with everyone, and then safety car happened, and it became TFL A-League in France after the safety car. Just
That's a fair assessment, man. That's a very fair assessment.
just awful driving from nearly everyone.
Thanks.
Nearly everyone.
Very true.
You sound like happy man.
So what ultimately caused your downfall? Was there
Where do I start? First, after the couple of right-handers in the third sector, I got dive bombed by someone. I think it was Boatman. He already apologized, which is nice of him. And then in turn 1, I think someone just hit my rear and I spun around, and then it was just a recovery race. In the last few laps, I tried to make up a few positions, and eventually we went 3 wide, and I just didn't get room anywhere and got another annoying stop go. And also at the chicane at the start of the third sector, I was far ahead, like my entire car was ahead, and they just had their nose in, and they didn't have the common sense to back out of it. So that caused me to get another time penalty.
That's very unfortunate to hear. So, yeah, a very frustrating end to the race and a very frustrating end to the season. But are you hoping for a better time on the new game?
Of course, but there just needs to be something done about the driving. You can't just ignore it. It's clear to nearly everyone that the driving is just not up to standard, and you can defend him how you want, but it's not justified. It's awful.
And I will respond to that because I'm on CV only going forward, and I'll respond with the comment that I've put in the YouTube comments for people to see. And I have said, where is it? This was to Toxic, I think it was. Trust me, some of the drivers you see here tonight won't be here next season.
Ah, I think everyone.
And that's a fact. And that's a fact.
No, I don't think it should be a fact, but I don't know.
So about at least 5 don't deserve to be. I could even go up to about 12.
Well, those who can't drive then obviously should be put in the academy.
No.
If that's the case.
No, just send them back to open lobbies where you found them from.
No, I'm gonna stick by, and I want to give them another opportunity.
Wow.
Because they've proven over this season that they can race fairly. Ultimately, of course, today there were a few
If drivers
incidents.
cannot follow our ethos of clean and competitive racing, they have got no chance next season. And I'll say that, and I'll state that now for a fact.
I think everyone
And
here
I'm
wants
not
to see
trying
that.
to. I'm not trying to put Project Fear into anyone, because that's what I'm not like. But that is the harsh reality. People need to improve their driving on the new game. If you want to sign up, prove it to me, and you will get the same amount of respect back as you should be giving to me. Case closed.
Well, now I'm scared.
I think everyone.
Well, we've only just started.
Oh
I mean,
dear.
how many clean races have we had in Abu Dhabi? Every Abu Dhabi race has been dirty. Even last.
What?
Free goods.
Yeah, and Kazizzle, yeah, Kazizzle saying that you even said that Kazizzle made some good moves during the stream, so he's not quite sure what point he's on about.
He did, and then he ruined it with his reckless dive bombs.
What did he say?
I'm not quite sure if all of them were reckless. I don't know. We'll have to analyse this, of course, with the stewards and everything. But hello to Blackstar anyway in the comments, who's just joined.
Well, cool contact.
In there in the silver. This is PS4, unfortunately. So unless there is cross-gen thingies, then on F1 2019, then unfortunately you won't be able to join. But maybe we'll be open to Xbox and PC leagues, and hopefully Nintendo Switch leagues in the future. But
I'm certain putting plans into place for an Xbox league. Hopefully they get running around the same time as the PS4 one.
Yeah, and Blackstar.
That's an exclusive.
If Blackstar.
But that's only if we get. That is only if we get the PS4 side right first.
Yeah, well, Blackstar, you're on if you are on PC and you do want to help us out, then that would be lovely. But anyway, moving on now. Thank you very much, Matthias. Yeah. But anyway, thank you very much, Matthias, for that interview, and good luck, all the best for the new season, of course. Not yet. Toxic is the last one to interview.
Fine.
Oh, Oh, okay.
I don't
All
want
right.
to say anything bad, so.
Okay, well, in that case, I think it is time. I think, Valtteri, you were correct in saying Damon Hill, because it is time for Damon Hill. So, yes, tomorrow will be F4 Thrilling Championship battle between T-Hawk and Packer Backer. You don't want to miss it. 7 PM. And the day after that is GT Sport around some track, which I've forgotten. Yeah, and it seems like no one knows what track it is. We've already done Interlagos. That was last
Some
week.
virtual track.
Monza. Thank you, O. Stephen. Thank you very much, O. Stephen. We've got a lot to discuss and deliberate here, as it seems like there's a lot of different views being thrown up here. So we will try and discuss this long into the evening, so I won't waste any more time here. But anyway, we got to say our thank yous to everyone for racing this season, even if you have caused incidents along the way. I'm sure there were some points in the season which you have delivered with great racing, and
Oh.
and anyway, without that stupid person in the background, yes,
Shots fired.
we've had great racing. We've had great racing, and yes, without everyone racing, of course, there wouldn't be a GHR. So yes, we're hoping for a great F1 2019 season throughout all the tiers, with the Academy tier as well coming into effect. And yeah, with that, send in any incidents into the Discord. And yes, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, which shall be F4 tomorrow at 7 PM UK time, around Abu Dhabi. Thanks for watching once again. And until next time, goodbye. Damon Hill.
Alan
Damon
McNish.
Hill.
So you're finishing the stream without me. Fantastic, well done.
Damon Hill.
That's just unprofessional.
No, it isn't unprofessional. I've said everything, and I did say that we are ending the stream.
Give over. Go in the waste bin like the other drivers.
Oh. Oh. Well, I mean, the stream is still running, so I haven't ended it, by the
Bloody
way.
ended.
Get your popcorn.
I'm not quite sure what those comments were about, because everything...
Just end it.
Okay, Damon Hill. Goodbye, everyone. Damon Hill, Damon Hill. Damon Hill, 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 Jack Villeneuve, Heinz Sauer Frentzen,
It's done. It's done.
Damon Hill, Damon Hill, Damon Hill. Damon Hill.